Hey guys, King Dragneel back with my friends. Normally, we would have this kind of witty, random ass intro, but well, I don't know if everyone has heard the news, but recently Warner Discovery, pretty much Warner Brothers, they made a decision not too long ago to cancel or shut down one of their studios, aka Rooster Teeth. And I'm pretty sure everyone knows what they're famous for. Ruby, Camp Camp, Red versus Blue. But like one kind of major channel or series of videos they've done is Death Battle, something that we've all watched. So right now, we are not sure about their future because I've heard that their workers are trying to do something about the channel because they're that passionate. But as far as we know, Rooster Teeth's dying. So yeah, Death Battle it's a series. It's definitely a fun series, but it's definitely not perfect. Did I agree with some of the matchups? No. Did I like some of the outcomes? No. Was some of the animation a little wonky? Yeah, but I give them credit for doing it. So I still enjoyed it. My friends here enjoyed it. So this video is kind of in honor of them because at this point we're not sure if they're ever going to come back for season 11, which is a damn shame because they really ended the last season with a high note with Galactus versus Unicron. So we just wanted to pay respects to them because they've done well. They've done a lot over the years. So I think they definitely deserve just a bow and a clap. So thank you, Rooster Teeth. Now for the actual video. So I'm sure whoever's seeing this probably has seen the first one. Last year, we decided to do kind of a fan death battle season where we all choose 16 episodes, split it in the middle with 8, and kind of structure it in the kind of death battle season we want. So, and the first video we did the season premiere to the mid-season finale, because Death Battle has done that. So for this video, we're going to continue that with our final 8, the mid-season premiere to the season finale. So that's what we have for you today. And of course, joining me are my friends Brandon, Nate, Nicholas, and Trey.
Who unfortunately did not join us for part 1.
Yes.
Yep,
So,
exactly.
who's ready?
Oh, yeah.
Because it is time for a... Okay, that was cringe. All right. All right. Now, the rules are simple. We all chose a certain order for our death battle, and we put it in a slot. Or I did, because these guys are lazy, so I did all the work by myself. Yeah, I know.
Shit. Here we go again.
All right. Now, just a few just quick reminders for anyone who hasn't seen the first video. We chose 8 fights that haven't been done yet. We are allowed to bring in a few fighters that have already... Yes, 4 fighters that have already been in Death Battle, but with new opponents, because, let's be honest, some of the opponents that Death Battle has done haven't been that good. I mean, look at Misaka versus Killua. That was kind of a odd one, but...
They had, ones that have been reused, and some of their battles have been,
Yeah, don't even remember.
Batman versus Captain America for some reason.
And then Spider-Man, Black Panther, Iron Man. It just...
Look,
we need diversity.
I count all the stuff as the trial period.
Yeah. So right now that's what we're doing. I split this into 41 slides because the structure I tried last time, I'll be honest, it was hard to put the images together under our names, so I decided we're each going to get a slide for a certain episode. So, all right.
That's fine.
Here we go, guys. Get ready to judge with my mid-season premiere. Now, this mid-season premiere, just imagine this. You're in space. Just so many strange people, creatures out there. Unfortunately, the doors open, and you see someone walking in, staring at a certain someone, and showing them a bounty that's placed on their head. Because you don't want these two hunting you. It is Gene Starwood versus Spike Spiegel. Outlaw Star versus Cowboy Bebop. All right. So
not bad.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good season premiere, in my opinion, because I didn't want this to be the finale.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, it should be interesting because everyone is kind of asking for it, though. why are people asking for Spike versus Revgi? That doesn't work in my opinion.
It does not.
Yeah, one is
No.
no.
So, just quick backstory: Spike was pretty much brought into the Red Dragon Crime Syndicate. He was essentially a gangster until the level of his life died, and he went on his own to become a space cowboy, working with the crew of the Bebop. Whereas Gene Starwind, from what I recall, I'll lost because it's been a long time. Gene had witnessed his father die in space, and he himself became kind of a privateer in a sense, doing whatever bounty or job that was asked of him. And yeah, that's kind of where the main comparisons are. Oh, also there are ladies' men. They both they attract the ladies.
Oh wow.
Gene definitely he has
beat Spike in that regard.
Shut up. Okay, so in terms of artillery, definitely Gene has the advantage with the caster gun, which essentially shoots magic bullets. I'm being real. It's magic, even black holes at one point. While Spike, he only typically carries a handgun with some explosive, and that's fine, but I think Spike does kind of match it with hand-to-hand combat. Although their ships, that's definitely one I'd love to see animated. Just both the Swordfish and what was Gene's ship, Nicholas?
The Outlaw Star.
That's
where the name of the show came from.
That's funny. Like, I definitely would love that. I think the animation for this fight would definitely be probably 2D, because 3D, I'll be honest, it might not work. It might look weird. But as far as results,
they have to make the models.
That is true. That's weird. And I'm gonna say the winner. I would have to say Gene. While Spike is a better fighter, I think Gene's unpredictability with his guns and his weapons definitely kind of outshone, shut the fuck up, Nicholas, what Spike has. But still, this will be a great fight. You know, definitely a fight for the classics. So that's my opinion.
Wow.
Yeah, no. Now let's move on to Brandon's mid-season premiere. Now, a little spoiler, he did use one character I used in my previous list.
Oh, wow.
oh, shush. That's not okay. No, he's not using the same matchup, but it's definitely a very interesting one because these two, while they are anti-heroes, they're fucking insane. Kurumi Togisaki versus Accelerator.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, go ahead, Brandon. Explain.
Accelerator.
A lot of people have been really like trying to explain the whole idea with Kurumi and especially with Accelerator. Like, Accelerator was like the most talked about person for a death battle. They were trying to figure out who can really match that, but really what kind of like drew me into these two was probably like their powers and how they view themselves. They view themselves as like tools and like betrayed. Now they're out just doing whatever the fuck they want. I mean, we know, like, the four of us here who knows about Kurumi's backstory, how she was a spirit, she became and then let's just started to test that because of what happened. So I'm not spoiling it for Trey because I'm still trying to get this fucker to watch it.
Oh my god. Well, considering I have not watched it yet,
I will beat it into your head. I will one day, dude.
Considering I have not watched it, I still stand by my statement. Accelerator stomps. I'm sure of it.
It would be an even fight because I mean, like, what also a good thing like people probably bring up for this fight is definitely their abilities, like Kurumi's like time spirit hands, and then also Accelerator's vectors.
Oh wait, no, she has time powers?
Yeah.
Oh fuck, never mind then. This actually may be a tough fight.
Yeah, especially since it is really, really hard to kill the real Kurumi.
Yeah, because you really don't know which one it is. But like the thing is though, I think Accelerator can probably take a lot more punishment than Kurumi because Kurumi can just like pop, do another clone, but that eats away at her time, and that could be a drawback. But I think probably because Kurumi has been doing this, I'm not sure like how long did they say Accelerator was doing his job for? How long did they say they were doing?
A couple of months, maybe.
Yeah, Kurumi has been doing it for a couple of years, actually.
Yeah, so experience also like brings into the factor.
Also, let's be honest here. Most of Accelerator's opponents, weak-ass clones.
In a way,
they're not really testing him.
So like I feel like this battle can they can test the limits of certain abilities, but I do feel like the edge could lead into Kurumi with versatility as well as experience. But I would be curious to see how people would react to this one. And definitely animation style, I would keep it 2D. 2D is fine with this one.
Agreed, because 3D it does not work
It
for
would
some
look
people.
weird.
It would look a little weird for these two, to be honest.
All right, nice. I like it. All right, the next person we're going to talk about for the mid-season premiere is Nate. Now, I'll be honest, Nate's list is interesting, especially with this entry because it is 2 deadly women of the Blade. I know that doesn't narrow it down, but it's a very interesting matchup. Let's just see who has the better blue hair. Zenobia versus Homura.
Yep. As people may remember from the top 10 death battles, this was on my list. And of course, yeah, I would have gone with like maybe Yuki from Testament for an opponent for Zenobia, but and again, I wanted to be somewhat unique with it and not be too obvious. But yeah, pretty straightforward. Like both of them have been trained with the Blade. Zenobia coming from Cole, and Homura being raised by one of the 4 shining stars. So both of them definitely had their experience in how they utilize their weapons. However, I think what will really come down are 2 factors. A, their experience, and B, their versatility. In terms of versatility, I feel like Zenobia will have the advantage considering her devil form. But in terms of the experience, Homura does have the advantage because she has been training with the Blade ever since she was a kid. So,
But certain manga facts kind of also give that advantage to her as well.
But technically, but also it kind of goes to the same route with Zenobia because she was in the same program as Kiba, and they were in the same thing with training as young kids.
Yeah.
Oh, she wasn't? Oh, she was actually.
Yeah, she was.
She was.
Okay, yeah, no, my bad. Well, yeah, no, wait, same program exactly as Kiba, or just an offshoot of that program that just succeeded? Because like I thought it was the latter.
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was an offshoot because she has knowledge of Kiba.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because like I was like they were in the same program together. The fuck, but okay.
But yeah, like this could be a really close call because it also determines who can land like the final blow and who could be quick enough. So this battle could go either way. And as for the animation, it's of course it's got to be 2D. Like I know people say like, oh, what about 3D? I don't know. Like I know there are 3D models of Eden Zero, but some of them look awkward.
Also, like how they got to animate like Zenobia's top heavy and Homura's bottom heavy.
Oh man, that's funny. Anyways, anything else you want to add, Nate?
Not much. I mean, like if people want more info, just look at the top 10 death battle. That explains it.
Oh yeah. All right.
Link in the description if Kevin puts it there.
God damn it! Now I gotta put it. Thanks, Brandon.
You did it to me. I do it to you. It's called Turnabout.
All right, sure. All right. Well, this is an interesting one. Definitely kind of like smaller tier fight, but it's definitely a good one. Now on to Mr. who hasn't appeared in the first one, Trey.
Yeah.
Now I'm just gonna warn everyone right now. Half of Trey's list doesn't make sense. The other half I can definitely see and I appreciate. This one.
Oh, screw you.
Trey, what the fuck? Trey, let me ask you. What the fuck is Katsuki Bakugo versus Tengen Uzui?
Okay, wait, what?
That is not
what?
Kevin, that's not what I
I
said.
get it, they're cocky, but
Kevin.
that's it.
Kevin, did you?
Kevin,
Yes,
that's not what I said.
I fucked up. It was supposed to be Katsuki Bakugo x Uzui Sanagemiya.
From Kill la Kill, the blind dude.
Fucking idiot.
blind
I'm so
dude.
sorry.
Yeah, Uzu Sanagiyama.
Sorry.
One
That
of
makes even
Satsuki
less
meets
sense.
Blade.
Okay. Let Trey explain.
Okay, to the audience, ignore Kevin's fuck up. Pretend
Shut the fuck up.
Tengen Uzui isn't a buff dude and is that some tiny ass scrawny puke with green hair and a blindfold over his eyes that likes Ken.
Are you done? Can we get?
I was trying to explain who Uzu was.
He's trying
Oh,
to
okay. Sorry.
explain.
Right,
Jeez.
please,
Sorry,
for the love
sorry.
of God, just explain the matchup.
Okay, well, again,
Sorry,
it's
sorry.
Uzu Sanage-Yama from Kill la Kill. The reason why I chose both Katsuki and Uzu is because of their respective roles they play to their respective protagonists as arrogant rivals. Both Katsuki and Uzu feel have an immense inferiority complex towards both Izuku and Ryoku, respectively. But unlike other rival or bully type characters, they're willing to put in the hard work and effort in their own unique ways to try to surpass them, even though both Izuku and Ryoko are pretty much destined to be the strongest people on the planet in their respective series. So I think
Interesting.
that
Okay.
makes
What?
sense to all of us here, right?
Okay.
Now, as for the fight itself, it's definitely an unorthodox one, considering how drastically different their power sets are. Katsuki Bakugo is, although he's not a stranger to close range, despite what people may think, he's more primarily mid to long range with his explosions and emphasizes aerodynamics and speed more. Whereas Uzu, while respectively fast in his own right and has faced off against aerodynamic and long range opponents before, is primarily grounded and relies on close range sword strikes, as well as echolocation, like a pseudo kind of offshoot, since he's blind. Although that's not how blindness fucking works, but whatever.
Hey, if it works for Daredevil, it works in anime.
Yeah.
Okay.
Overall, though, I'd say it could possibly go either way, but I lean more towards Bakugo, and I'm not trying to be biased here. It's just that I feel like Bakugo's firepower has the potential to take out Uzu more than Uzu's inherent strength. Because despite what people may think, Katsuki's surprisingly fucking tough. Like, even though All Might was holding back, Bakugo was still fucking taking hits from this motherfucker. Let's be real.
And don't forget, he got
And he's still
stabbed by Alpha
standing.
One. So
Yeah.
Okay.
So overall, though, I give it to Katsuki because I think he has enough. He's faster, has enough firepower, and enough endurance to withstand what Uzu can dish out. But it'd still be a good close fight.
okay.
Wow.
Yeah, and again, guys, I do apologize. I don't know why I thought it was taking Usui. That's my blunder. Okay, I will admit I was fault. Although,
It was
yeah, I guess that fight.
It's fucking funny, is what it is.
It is. All right,
It is funny.
again, I apologize, right? All right, now finally, let us go to episode 2. No, just kidding. We're going to Nicholas. All right, Nicholas. This one, I will admit, is a very interesting one. Hang on. Okay, sorry, I was thirsty because of this next death battle. Oh, anyways, it's Noelle Silva versus Kyoka Ren.
Ooh, Battle of the Water.
Go!
Water Tsunderes, yes.
Oh wait,
I
is she
actually
s-
have no
yeah,
idea.
she's Tsundere.
Water Royalty Tsunderes.
Hey.
That's the biggest
Water
one.
magic using
Okay,
royal
we get it.
Tsunderes.
Jesus.
I
fucking-
just look. I get it. I get like people want Noel versus Juvia. But that just doesn't
That's
make a lot of
one-sided.
sense to me.
Yeah, it's very one-sided, unfortunately.
Yeah, it kind of is. But this is actually interesting because aside from everything else I said, they can also go into their super modes in this. Yes.
Yep.
And when we get from Noelle, you'll start off in the standard Valkyrie dress, the spirit form, and what we got now. Woo! This is gonna be intense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Noelle and Ren both also have water spirits as well, so that also is a
Yeah,
point.
that's what I said.
I didn't hear that part. My bad, man.
Now, to me, this fight comes down very simply to who can outlast the other the longest. Because don't forget, Ren can actually absorb water and use it to regain her power.
That's a huge factor.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, and Trey, you're the Magi King. Is there like a limit to how much you can absorb?
In that regard, it's not necessarily. I think there is, Brandon. If I recall, like there is a certain amount of limit before it starts to actually harm them, right?
Oh,
there's a limit.
Oh yeah.
There is a limit.
That's
Yeah.
it's almost close to their full power, but I think they can go like maybe like a quarter above that. But then if they go even farther, it just like destroys them from the inside out.
Yeah.
So there
Well,
is a.
it really does come down to if she can't, literally overpower her.
Maybe. Who knows?
It's
I would love this fight. in 2D, but I think 3D would do it best just for the water effects.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think so. It could.
That'd be cool. Although I would love two like water dragons just like rise with the ocean,
Crashing
just,
into each other.
Oh my god, that'd be
Well, say goodbye to
Yeah.
the city. It's being flooded.
Also,
New
EDA, though,
Atlantis, welcome.
also, the
That's-
point about the absorption is possible to happen because unlike Noelle, Ren isn't the best at fighting and strategizing. She's been tricked and duped multiple times in Magi before.
I mean, she
But
she
Noelle
falls
is
for.
not exactly the strategist you think she likes to think she is.
I know,
Yeah,
I'm just talking in
also gonna-
comparison. I'm just
That's
talking in
true.
comparison. Noelle is more confident.
Right.
But
Yeah,
who,
that's
who
true.
knows? Like, probably because if Noelle loses her wand and her magic goes out of control, it could throw Ren off just a little bit, just because of how inconsistent her powers are with that one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But definitely an
There
interesting
really
fight.
is not much left to say to this.
Okay. Wow.
It's a good one. It's a good.
It's,
a good
it's
matchup.
definitely. I think it's the better of all our death battles so far. It's definitely up there.
Hey,
So, anyways,
I think.
Oh, well, that
I
makes
think
me
for,
feel better.
I think for a mid-season premiere, these are like they're safe, but they're strong enough to know that like okay, like people know what we're gonna do with these seasons.
yeah. Well, we'll see about the next episode. So, all right. Overall, I like the mid-season premieres, guys. Now let's move on to episode 10. Okay. Now this one is one of two gag fights I have, and it involves birds that cannot fly.
Wait, what?
Skipper versus Perry the Platypus.
oh, for fuck's sake.
Well, I said it was a
Not a
gag fight.
bird.
It was a gag fight. I told you.
Hold it. Perry's not a bird. He's a mammal.
Oh. I guess two.
The platypus. He's a platypus.
I mean, they technically both lay eggs, so there's a commonality.
Battle of the peas.
Male penguins don't lay eggs.
Okay, Nicholas, I'm trying to throw Kevin a bone here.
No, I'm just enjoying this. I'm
No.
just enjoying
Look,
this.
they're both semi-aquatic secret agents. Okay. It's
Yes,
that
they're
simple.
semi-aquatic secret
We'll
agents
go
that
with
fight
that. That's
villains.
the best analogy.
Yeah. Now we all know Skipper. He's the leader of his. We'll call him the Penguin Squad. Who, while they are skilled, they're kind of idiots. Let's be real. I mean, like they broke into I think Area 51, went through all their saves just to get fucking cheesy doodles. And then there's Perry, who is a secret agent platypus, who well, he acts like a platypus in day, and then when he has to fight evil, he puts his
Puts
fedora
on a
and somehow
hat.
he's badass. Yes. A platypus? Perry the platypus?
Side note,
Really?
I actually have one thing. Can we all realize the fact that if Doofenshmirtz was just a little bit smarter, he would have been taken over the planet by now?
Yeah.
Obviously. But
Mhm.
anyway, so with this fight, I could definitely I'm just thinking like the beginning of the fight, like Skipper is like infiltrating Doofenshmirtz's like base because of course, and then he runs into Perry and he thinks, oh crap, he's a rival, and they just start fighting, and Doofenshmirtz right there, like, what is going on up there? But in terms of animation, honestly, I could go 3D with this. Like, this
Yeah.
could definitely be very weird in 3D, but definitely interesting. Like, I would love to see all their like goofy gadgets they fucking use. Although, as a winner, I'm definitely going with Perry because Skipper, he's skilled and such. He's just an idiot. Let's be real. Like, Kowalski is the only one that kind of has the brains.
He's the only.
He's
yeah.
the leader. That's fine.
But he's not exactly that smart. Whereas Perry has fought a lot of supervillains, including Red Skull, MODOK, Whiplash, and
Evil
Venom.
Perry.
No,
And the
well,
fact
yeah,
that he survived a volcano.
But Nicholas, you're not hearing me. He fought Red Skull,
No,
MODOK,
I know. It was a stupid crossover.
but it was canon. So
I know it was canon. Doesn't mean I hate
canonically, Perry is OP. Anyways,
But there's one crucial fact here.
what?
Perry has the better theme song.
Doody doo 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 rah-doo,
Undeniable.
doo-doo-doo-doo,
Yeah, he does.
rah-doo. That is true. So yeah, definitely, this is just a funny death battle I would love to see.
Yeah,
And
get the animation by Devil Artemis because he's
Oh,
done.
yeah.
He has
Yeah.
3D models for both of them.
Oh yeah, that's true. That would be great. All right, but yeah, that's my death battle. Definitely one for laughs. Let's be real. Like this one's definitely just for the lulz. Now
True.
on to Mr. Brandon. Now his next death battle is actually really cool because it involves anti-heroes, people who have been betrayed by the people they were trying to work with and have become edgy douchebags. It is Naofumi versus Hajime.
Yep.
Anime
I
or
know
light
one
novel
of them.
versions?
Yes.
What?
Anime or light novel versions?
Yes.
Well, technically just both because Deathbound incorporates all medium that they have for their source materials.
That
Shit,
is
it's gonna be
canon.
crazy as fuck. God damn it.
Yeah. So everybody knows about Naofumi, and some people may know about Hajime from Arifureta, but they were both betrayed by
Oh
the.
shit! Sorry.
Kevin!
No, fuck
Kevin!
no.
Oh, for God's sakes!
Sorry, I was trying to mute myself. Okay. Sorry, I'm sorry for real.
Is it
Okay,
safe?
go.
Is
Go.
it safe to look?
Yeah,
Yes.
you're fine. You're fine.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
So anyways.
You missed all the fun.
Yeah, he'll see it in the recording when it gets posted. But yes, Nate, this is my battle: Hajime versus Naofumi.
This will be interesting, though. Also, kind of one-sided if you're trying to think about it.
Technically, but I'm incorporating both their animes and their light novel manga source materials.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then it will be a real close call.
Yes,
I'll say this.
because we got technically Naofumi has the edge definitely in defense, like most heavy defenses that he has, but not just with his shields, but also with some of the tips and tricks he has. I mean, he still has like those freaking orange balloons biting things, so that'll probably get on Hajime's nerves. But Hajime, his advantage is definitely offensive. He has the most aggressive offensive in weaponry, hand-to-hand combat, and he also knows a little bit of magic, and so does Naofumi. So
Yeah.
it really just comes down like, can Naofumi's defenses really hold off Hajime's assaults, but can Hajime overpower Naofumi? But it's kind of like that close battle, and like close enough. But I do feel that Hajime has a slighter edge into that.
Yeah.
He doesn't rely on others to help him fight.
Yeah.
He can hold his own. He can
I mean-
hold his own.
I mean, the man made an anti-tank rifle to destroy monsters, so he's awesome. Also, let's not forget the most crucial fact about Hajime that he has over Naofumi. He's got better waifus.
Well, you can't attest to that, but I can say this: it's better than Naofumi versus Maple.
Yeah, definitely.
Nate.
Oh,
Like I
it's Nate's-
said, it was just a dumb random one, a gag one.
Oh yeah, Nate did that. Wow, Nate. Wow. Anyways, anything else you want to add, Brandon?
I would actually be curious for this one. I would actually want this one to be 3D animated, because I actually would like to see that, especially with both these two going into their rage modes.
That would be pretty awesome.
That would be sick too.
But you know, it would be so messed up if Hajime did win. I feel like he would grab Naofumi's shield, like the core, and just tear it out and just absorb it. It's like, I guess I'm the shield hero now. No,
Yeah.
No. He would use the shield to take his head off.
that's what I just did. Just
So I was, oh,
okay.
Yeah, so-
Anyways,
So yeah, this one I definitely like. It's underdog story, but these two definitely show that they can rise to the occasion, and it would be a cool matchup because these two were the talk of the town when they both came out.
Yeah, and
True.
don't forget, Brandon, underdogs with attitude.
Yeah.
yeah.
Until we got another one, I'm sure is coming up.
True. All right. Now let's go with Nate's. Don't worry, I'm pretty sure none of you saw it. So with Nate, I'll be honest, this one's a very interesting one. It is a webtoon character. It is Jim Win Soon versus the Tarnished. Solo leveling versus Elden Ring.
You're welcome.
Yeah,
You're
because
welcome,
originally,
Nate.
yeah, because honestly, I've been seeing
how
a
do
lot
you
of
tell who that is?
Well, that was
Nicholas,
like
shut
one of
the
the
fuck
few
up.
images that are there, so. But anyway, I saw like a few matchups for Jinu, and most of them have been like with him and Kirito. I'm like, really? But when I did research on the Tarnish and looking at Jinu, both of them are pretty similar. I mean, in both of their stories, they started out as the weakest of their own kind, with Janu being the weakest hunter and the Tarnished being the weakest of its own race. It wasn't until both of them actually been selected by some other powerful beings to become even stronger and get to where they are today. And looking at this death battle, it'll definitely be interesting because Janu definitely has a lot of versatility up its sleeve, certainly. But from what I found out about the Tarnish, the power itself is just fun.
It's fucking bullshit. The guy faces against demigods on a daily basis.
Yeah. He was like, oh, I took down a demigod, and that was just a Monday. So yeah, I think with this one, I would definitely go with the Tarnish for being the winner on this one, because while Janu has taken down like powerful beings that could rival demigods, there's only so much he could take, and there's only so much the system can do for him, even if he goes into killer instinct mode. But as for how I want to see the battle, I definitely want to see this in 3D, obviously.
It has to be done in 3D, it has to.
That's true, that's
easily.
true.
Especially when they go into like especially when they both go berserk. I would love to see that.
Oh man, it would be interesting, you know.
Yeah.
Although, like, I feel like would Jim Woo versus Mori Jin work too, or not?
Nah, Mori Jin
No.
is way too OP.
No,
Okay.
That's one-sided.
That's true. That's true. Okay. Anything else you want to add, Nate, boy?
Not much, except I just want to see what two of these people would do as part of the darkness.
All right. Well, now let's move on to Mr. Trey again. With this battle, it's not crazy, okay? And I got it right. I did get it right. But it's a very interesting death battle I would like to see. It is Elsin Rowe versus Kevin E. Levin.
Power absorbers. I get it.
Yeah,
Nice. I would like to see that one.
yeah,
That's true.
Power absorbers that also had like a kind of delinquent past, more so in Kevin's case, but it's neither here nor there. But both of them still, depending on how you play Delzin, come out at the end of the day as true heroes. Now, in regards to this fight, we're getting a lot of 3D recommendations, but I feel like 2D animation could also possibly work just in reference to Kevin, because like of how iconic Ben 10 is. And as for how the fight will play out, ironically enough, I went into this thinking Delzin had the advantage because like he's more mobile, he has a lot more long range options. Like he wrecked that giant concrete fortress that he fought Augustine in. Like at the surface, it seems like he blows Kevin out of the water. But then you remember the context of the world Kevin lives in. The dude has fought against Hybrid, some of Ben's aliens, people that can go toe-to-toe with Ben's aliens, fucking Vilgax, and is still alive to tell the tale. He doesn't win a lot of these fights, but goddamn, it's hard to really put him down for good. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
And also, let's not forget the biggest speed he had. He absorbed the powers of the Omnitrix twice.
True, but even if you want to say that he shouldn't have access to that for the sake of this fight, he can still pretty much absorb anything, really, except for like air or gaseous forms. Like, I'm not even joking. He chooses to absorb solid matter because it doesn't affect his mental state. But technically speaking, he should be able to absorb Delzin's powers as well if he wanted to.
Yeah, but energy makes the species go crazy.
I know, I'm just saying, as a last resort, that is an option he has on the table, whereas Delzin, he's only limited to absorbing powers from other conduits, which Kevin is not.
Yeah.
And unlike Delzin, Kevin isn't limited to that just whole, I need to master this power through core relays to switch powers and shit. No, if he gets his hands on Delzin and decides to absorb his powers, he has full access to his arsenal right off the bat.
Yeah. Oh, would he be more OP than when he absorbed the Omnitrix?
No,
fuck
forget
it.
that. He absorbed the Ultimatrix.
True. Damn.
Overall, I give this more to Kevin, but I don't think it'd be easy though. For that.
Then what about the animation? Would you keep it 3D?
I can go either or, but I lean more towards 2D for this one.
That's true.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Hey, let's be real. The Cole versus Alex Death Battle, the 3D was a little, you know.
It was
What do you
alright.
expect? Their models are almost a decade old.
True.
Jeez, calm down.
Voice acting
Anyways.
was
No, I'm just
great.
saying.
Okay, well, all right. This is definitely a really interesting death battle. Now for Nicholas, I'm not the only one who has a gag fight because this one has already had its own crossover, but we need to settle this. It is Homer Simpson versus Peter Griffin.
Hey,
this
picking
again?
up that fight that they did in that one crossover episode.
That's what I just.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Nate.
I mean, Family Guy, The Simpsons, the rivalry's been there for decades. So I figure, you know what? Screw it. Let's let the main characters fight it out to the death. See who wins. It really, and yes, I know they did this in the show, but this time, no chickening out. It's for keeps. Now, so a lot of people are going to go with Homer because he's more, quote unquote popular. But honestly, from what I've seen in Death Battle, the stupider the character is, or the very least, the stupider the show he's in, the more likely he's in. I mean, think about what happened with SpongeBob.
Oh my god, don't remind me.
Besides, I've seen Peter. They take everything that happened in the show as canon. Peter has a much wider arsenal and much more experience in fighting than Homer ever does.
You can take a chicken for that.
Don't forget Roadhouse.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, name one fight Homer's had.
I don't watch
Bart?
so I can't.
0.
Yeah, he doesn't have any.
Huh?
Seriously?
Not really.
No. I don't
Dang.
think
Only
he's-
minor
I found
ones,
this on
nothing
the web
major.
for Wait Seriously. Check it out.
Okay, move on. Oh goddamn it, Siri. Move on. Jesus, move on.
Yeah, so in my opinion, I think Peter wins this, but
I agree.
Same.
it still would be crazy. Hand drawn all the way.
That'd be cool. I
Yeah.
want the bird. Bird the
That's
word.
his victory dance.
All right. Not bad. Pretty good. See, episode 10's a little more chill, but let's go with episode 11. Now, I am sorry, Nicholas. I'm going to take one of your fighters. With this new death battle, now, no, I'm not having her fight against Juvia or Katara. I'm having her fight against Kikoro Shinomiya from Kaiju number 8.
What?
Okay, let me explain.
Yes,
Both of
please
them?
do.
Both of them are pigtailed tsunderes who have a lot of potential, but didn't know how to use it until they met the main character, in which case they chose to become more powerful. Also, both have lost parents due to monsters in their world. Noelle losing her mother to a devil, and Kikoro losing her mother to a kaiju. And both kind of obtaining a power-up based on their parent. Noelle using her Valkyrie dress and Kikoro using her mother's kaiju armor. So I just like, I know people want a water versus water fight, but this one would be a lot more interesting. Although technically, Kikoro's techniques also kind of have water in their name, so I guess technically it's a water fight. Not really, but still, it would be a really interesting matchup, because I want to see like how far they can both go. Like Kikoro definitely has way more experience with hand-to-hand combat and fighting all together, but while Noelle has the most potential in terms of magic. So I'm definitely curious to see how they would both match up against each other, Plus, I want to settle like who's the bigger tsundere. Honestly, let's be real.
Oh, it's Noelle by a large margin.
Absolutely no way.
That is true. As for animation, 2D is fine, but 3D could also be interesting. And as for a winner, oh my god, I'm actually kind of like mixed. I don't know who I want. Like, I want Noelle to win, but Kikoro also, like, I feel like she could maybe pull it up, but who knows? Because Kaiju number 8 is still kind of ongoing, whereas Black Clover is kind of taking a mini break where it is coming back soon. But overall, this will be a really interesting death battle for me, Battle of the Tsunderes. You can't blame me for having that.
No, absolutely not.
I love Tsunderes. All right, now let's go to Brandon's next death battle. And this one, I'll be honest, pal, this one's actually very interesting. I'm curious to see.
This one, like, I was actually grasping at straws for this one, to be quite frankly honest.
That's fair. So it's the battle of the anti-heroes. Don't
Again.
judge Brandon too much. It is Scar versus Stain.
Oh fuck.
Wow. Wow.
No,
Okay.
I have Scar in a matchup. God damn it, Brandon.
Okay.
Wow, man. Okay.
All right. Don't worry.
No?
I mean,
Let's
like,
go.
we know about, like, people of us who know Fullmetal Alchemist and My Hero Academia. These two are basically the ones who show the faults of those societies. I mean, Scar with the alchemists and the armies, and how he basically is like taking on every single sin of mankind, like right the wrongs of what they did. And Stain, of course, does his motivations are correct, but his methods are not, dude. There are other ways you could have done this, okay? But I think it really comes down to like how about like their arsenal or like their powers against each other. I mean, like for those who don't know, like Scar's abilities is there are times that could be like either okay, this is impressive, and there are times where it could be like just fucking broken. But Stain's abilities also kind of mixes in with his arsenal, how he's able to be so agile and surprise any person to like freeze them by just looking at just even a little droplet of their blood. So it really comes down like, can Stain really take Scar by surprise, or can he outlast him physically by dodging his attacks? And can Scar really overpower him quick enough to then understand what his abilities are?
That really depends how you interpret how good Scar's feat of going up against Raph was. Because while it is Raph, it is a very injured Raph who was suffering from blood loss.
Yes, exactly.
Let's not also forget that he fought the Elric brothers too, and they were both pretty skilled.
Elric brothers yeah. So it's like, it depends on how you think Stain stacks up against them. Because Stain, while he's not my favorite character, he's not a weakling by any stretch of the margin. He did go toe-to-toe with Deku in 5% full cowling and managed to hold off Ida to a degree as well when he was using
Ida, Shoto, and like a bunch of other pro heroes.
Mm-hmm.
He did beat Ida's
the only problem with that though is like, because they really sidelined Stain after that arc, and then when we saw him again, I was like, what are we doing?
That's true.
Why'd you bring him back and you're just gonna do that?
Like, no joke, I think even Mineta unironically could beat Stain in a fight at this point.
Wow, that's sad.
So yeah, like animation wise, this one it can stay two-dimensional. It can stay that way.
I can definitely say
But as a winner, in my view, it could definitely be Scar. But I think to other people, like if they bring in more feedback and more examples, it can go either way.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. All right, now let's go with Nate's next fight, and this one's a little interesting because I didn't think of this for these characters, but they could definitely work. It is a double battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Wow.
Hang on. It is Alphane and Shion from Tales of Arise versus Noah and Mio from Xenoblade Chronicles 3.
Nice.
Yeah. I was considering which double team tap battles to go for because there are quite a small amount. But when looking back at like two of these JRPGs that are pretty popular, they're the most recent ones of the installments, I was like, you know what? Let's do it, yeah. Because we got Alphine, who was able to wield the fiery sword, and then we had Shion, who was part of a royal bloodline. The same thing can be applied for both Noah and Mio, which are both from the militaries from different factions, but they had to team up because of an outside factor. And I think it really all comes down to a few things. One, with the fusion form that both Noah and Mio has, can Alphine and Shion outlast it and make sure they can make them go out of the fusion form? And another factor they had to go into it, can they really get close to Shion because of her curse?
Probably.
Yeah, most likely. But then again, it also goes into like their enhanced forms, which again, this could be a really close one. Though if I had to pick one, I'd probably say maybe Alphine and Shion would be the winner of this one, because no disrespect to Noah and Mio. they took down like a bunch of Mobius, and they are almost on par with demigods. Then again, the people for the Tales franchise, they literally take on gods.
Holy shit, serious? Oh yeah, they do. Shit.
Yeah. And if people saw that final battle in Tales of Arise, that really speaks for itself on how broken they are.
Fair,
But again,
fair,
this will be
fair.
a really close fight. And as for the animation, it's got to be 3D. I mean, you can't go either way with this one.
I feel technically I'd say 4D, but that's just me. I'm smart. All right. Well, that's definitely good. Though I will say there is another double battle in this list. I won't say from who. Okay.
Oh,
All right. Now let's move on to Trey again because Trey, can I ask what the fuck is this matchup?
oh no.
Trey,
He stepped away for a moment.
son of a bitch. Should I pause recording?
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, it's Danny Phantom versus Yuji
What?
Itadori.
What?
I don't know. I don't know what to say. This guy just it's definitely a matchup. It's definitely I guess teenagers who were dragged into the world of the supernatural have to fight and
By force.
Sorry, guys, I had to step out for a minute. My bad.
Trey, explain this, please, for the love of God.
Oh, okay. I thought this one would be an easier one to figure out. Both of them are essentially half supernatural to their respective series. Formerly, normal teenagers, outcasts for various different reasons. Danny, his family being ghost hunters. Yuji, essentially being an Olympic athlete that has to take care of his sickly grandfather. Accidents happen. They get involved in the supernatural. They just go in drastically different thematic directions, with Danny becoming sort of like a Spider-Man light. Whereas Yuji, he becomes kind of Spider-Man in his own way, just in all the ways that involve suffering and trauma and tragedy and shit. Overall, though, I think this works, especially since both of them technically can still interact with each other as well. Like, on the surface, animation-wise, this would be 2D.
oh yeah, that'd be fair.
On the surface, you think Danny, him being a ghost, means Yuji can't touch him. That's actually wrong. Yuji fights against Mahito, who has soul manipulation, who is invulnerable to any forms of conventional damage unless you harm the soul. Yuji can harm the fucking soul. Danny has a soul. You get where I'm going with this, right?
No, I don't. Please elaborate.
The others get it, so you don't have to just catch up, Kevin. But overall, though, as to who I think could win, honestly,
Don't say it.
No, I wasn't going to say anything that you wouldn't like. I was just going to say it's actually pretty fucking close, but I think Danny could theoretically pull out the win here.
Yay.
Yuji's very fucking tough, and anyone that keeps up with the manga knows he's really fucking tough, and he only gets even stronger going forward. But at the same time, I think Danny, by virtue of not depending on like a power source like Yuji does with Curse Energy, he could theoretically still maintain his offensive power longer than Yuji can, who, while superhuman, doesn't quite stack up to what Danny has to face and do on a regular basis.
That is true. That is true. Okay.
Also, nobody say possession. That shit won't work. So you know what? Nix that like real fucking fast. Shut up, Kevin.
Remember what happened. So it won't work. It won't work. It will not work. It will not work. Okay, remember. I'm just telling you what's happening in canon right now, okay? Just saying. I'm just super saying.
Okay, even in canon, Yuji can still maintain control of his body when people try to possess him. So
We'll see.
Go.
Bullshit, but okay. All right, this is a fight. Nicholas,
That's a way to say it.
Yeah, Nicholas, your next fight is actually very interesting because it focuses on anime that have had shitty adaptations.
No. I'm going to say this right now. My next 3 episodes are my Halloween trilogy.
Oh.
Oh, thanks for the spoiler. Yeah, it's Ken Kaneki versus Sukune.
Sune, I don't know.
Yeah, So basically, Tokyo Ghoul versus Rosario Vampire.
I get it now. I get it.
Nice.
Sorry.
Interesting one.
Yes, the animes were shit, but damn, whether the manga's good. I just love this idea. I just love the idea of it starting in like a nice coffee house, them being chummy and everything, and then one of them says something to piss off them, and then all of a sudden shit goes knocked down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I definitely think Skune would have the speed and power advantage, but Ken probably has reach and durability.
Also healing.
I think actually Flip Flop, power, and durability, because Skune can take a punishment. Ken Kaneki can, but it can crack easy. But Ken does have more speed, especially with his ghoul powers.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Imagine seeing that hand drawn in a 2D battle. Just that
That would be-
transformation.
Imagine that going up against Ken Kaneki in his like one-eyed king form.
Yes.
Spoiler. Okay.
Yes, and I mean, for the love of God, I mean, it can't be. Whatever they do could not be worse than the shit we got.
Who knows? But yeah, this will be interesting. Although I imagine when they talk about the fight, they just mentioned the anime adaptation. They're like, wait a minute, this didn't happen in the manga. Now here's good shit.
Oh yeah, like, hey, wait a minute, what the hell is going on here? What's with this? I thought this was a blood-soaked battle. What's with the girls in panties?
All right.
That's the end.
That'll probably be the argument that sparks the fight. Like which series fucked themselves over worse?
True.
Well,
All right.
But to be fair, I think Ken wins because when I said durability, isn't it canon that like nothing can penetrate ghoul skin except specially made weapons?
Right.
Technically, yes, but also other ghouls can penetrate themselves.
Yeah, but his world's ghouls are different from Skune's worlds.
Well, damn. Okay.
I wouldn't put too much stock into that because, like, by that logic, you can say like he could take a punch from fucking Superman.
Yeah. Oh, true. Okay.
I don't know. Who knows what the writers were coming up with for their powers?
True.
But,
all right. Anything else?
Not just a score name, and it's Unraveled Humanity.
Hey, that's funny.
Nice.
Okay. All right, now let's move on to the halfway point for our video. Now, this one I talked about in top 10 most wanted death battles. It was close to being my number one, so this is also in honor of Akira Toriyama. Gohan versus Invincible.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Oh my God, Kevin! Jesus Christ!
What?
Dude, you involved a Dragon Ball character in a death battle. Are you insane?
Hey,
No.
they have a better win record than you think.
No, I'm talking about the fan base. They are so annoying.
They are. That's noise for My Hero fan base, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, of course, Gohan versus and Invincible, they both are half human, half aliens. They're the children of kind of shitty parents. They both want to live a normal life, but are dragged into a fuck ton of problems and have to become superheroes. This could definitely be interesting because technically, Viltrumites are Saiyans minus the key manipulation. Or they're more like Kryptonians.
I would definitely say more like Kryptonians.
True.
Well,
But
his dad is evil Superman.
Oh yeah, his dad is a evil Superman. But as for animation, I could either honestly go with either 3D or 2D. I feel like 2D will be. 3D would be more interesting. Like, because just imagine them going through building after building. That'd be freaking insane. Although I don't know why, but I kind of want to have Gohan pull what Omni-Man did to Mark and just put him in front of a train and just do that. And he's like, dude, are you insane? What? I saw it in a comic. You asshole. They're so dumb. But in all seriousness, who would win? Honestly, I would have to give it to Gohan. He's had more experience, even though he does take weird breaks every now and then. He is technically one of the strongest people in his universe. Confirmed. He is one of the top 10. So, plus, fucking Beast Mode is OP as shit.
It was OP as hell.
And not to mention, Mark he's like I said, he only gets stronger the more times he gets the shit beat out of him. But he can't technically. He can only fight close range. So Gohan definitely has the range advantage as well as I think the speed advantage. So I know people are gonna probably kill me for this, but it's definitely a really interesting death battle in my opinion. Plus, give Gohan fucking love, all right? This man's been shit talked every time, and I'm sick of it. He's my boy. Anyways, moving on to Brandon's, and I'm gonna say, Brandon, this next death battle is a very interesting one because it's not a certain villain; it's a certain villain, a fusion of two villains from a certain series. It is Ultron Sigma versus Dark Khan.
Oh,
Yeah.
Shoot!
Yeah, people may know these characters from their games. Not so much. I mean, Mortal Kombat versus DC Universe had potential.
why was it T? Why was it T?
Why? Yeah, like that fumbled it. And then you have Marvel versus Capcom Infinite.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
Had promise.
but it had promise. Like both these games had promise, and probably what really sparked that were these two villains, a fusion of both the sides of the companies. I mean, Ultron with Marvel and Sigma with Capcom, Shao Kahn in Mortal Kombat, and Darkseid in DC. Like these two can easily like power scaling can actually like they're very even, like very even. I mean, with Dark Khan, you got the dark side power of an ancient god, and then you also have Ultron Sigma, Ultron's side. They basically has like at the start he has like 2 of the Infinity Stones already in him.
Holy shit!
It's overpowered as hell.
Not to mention the Sigma virus.
Oh
too.
yeah, shit.
So it really comes down like who can really outlast and overpower one another. Like to be honest, when I was trying to when I thought about this, I'm like, oh wow, this actually can go to almost a stalemate in a way.
Almost a tie.
That's what a stalemate is. Right, continue, please.
But animation wise, this can easily be 3-dimensional. Like this can easily be 3-dimensional.
It would be freaking awesome. That's what that would be.
Oh yeah, and just like during their final attacks, like Ultron Sigma's powering up his Ultron Sigma virus blast, and then Dark Khan with his like Inferno Omega fire. Like that's gonna be sick.
Like that would be like what happened with Gogeta versus Broly. Like dimensions would shatter.
Honestly, that's pretty much what happens here because these two are threats to other dimensions.
My money is on Ultron Sigma because don't forget the whole point of Dark Khan is to infect people with a combat rage, but we've never seen it go on a machine.
Whereas the Ultron Sigma virus has affected living beings.
Hell, it got Thor.
That is true.
I'm going with Dark Khan on this one solely off the fact that it's Darkseid.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
No, that is a fair point.
It's a fair point. Like this can go either way. Like anybody can have an idea about where this fight can go. I really would be curious to see how people think who would win this fight.
We need it. We definitely need it. All right. Nice. This is one of my more interested death battles to see. So thank you, Brandon. Now on to Nate. Now I think this is the one I was talking about before. Let's see. Oh no, it's not.
Hey!
Nice, man.
Yep.
Jeez.
It's what was supposed to be my number 3.
Guts is gonna die.
He is.
Yeah, I mean, like, this is, like, pretty one-sided. Yeah, Claire would win, but then again, Bone Warriors from a very gruesome era, that pretty much speaks for itself. I mean, you got Claire going through the trauma, you got Guts going through what he went through, they start with it. Oh, boy. This will definitely be an interesting fight, especially when they decide to go all out and don their like ultimate weapons. That will be
yeah.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Yes.
And as for the animation, I would say maybe 3D, but 2D could also work too as well. So you could go either way.
Yeah,
Well-
but I think 3D can work. I mean, because we've already seen Guts in 3-dimensional, both official universe and also in Death Battle.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, can't be worse.
Yeah, not much else to add, but yeah, this is like one of the most talked about death battles, and I'm doing it. Yeah, this is also for you, Nicholas. Just helping you out with that too.
Hey.
I ship it.
Yeah, it also really works to ship.
Yeah, sure. Okay, moving on to Trey, who is on his way to get McDonald's. For Trey's next fight, it's a very interesting one that I actually kind of like. It is Johnny Cage versus Soldier Boy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Soldier Boy.
okay.
Soldier
now
Boy,
this one- On the surface, they have nothing in common, but
obviously.
I feel like it fits a theme of like older generation versus newer generation narcissistic hotheads, essentially. Like
Holy
both
shit!
both Soldier Boy and Johnny Cage are pretty much products of their time and their respective stereotypes and genres. Like Johnny Cage being the cliche 90s action hero star that thinks he's larger than life, and Soldier Boy being the World War II era boomer who thinks he's the top dog of the walk, essentially. That thinks he's the epitome of masculinity.
True.
So seeing these two go to head, like, it'd be fucking cool seeing Soldier Boy say the most toxic, out-of-pocket shit, while Johnny's like, well, Jesus, man, keep it PC, or else you're gonna get this shit canceled.
that would be so Johnny.
It is so Johnny.
That has to be a shirt now.
Okay, but how this fight turns out, it really, really depends on how strong you think Homelander is in The Boys. If you think he is as strong as he was in the Death Battle, then Soldier Boy, who's around that same level, should take this kind of easily. But if you think in the show he's kind of like overrated and not really that strong because he did kind of piss his pants off like a blast destroyed a building, then Johnny Cage may have a chance. Well, depending on which version you use. Free MK1 version could probably win. Post, nah, I'm not gonna give that to him.
That's true. That's true. Okay.
Mm.
What about animation?
I'd say 3D at this point.
That would be pretty cool.
Or
Although
live
I-
action.
I was gonna say that live action. Why not?
Oh yeah, I want a nut punch. If he does a nut punch, I'm leaving. He's got it.
No,
I would
Yo,
get mad
guys,
at them for not doing nut punches.
yo guys, if it goes live action, even though they probably won't get him, it would be so cool if they could get Jensen Ackles to do Soldier Boy.
That would
That would
That
be
would be-
sick.
that would be
Yes.
sick.
Yes.
All right, nice. I definitely like this trade. It's one of your better death battles. All right, now let's move on to Nicholas. And it's his second horror one, although I'm a little mixed on it. I think it could work. It is Denji versus Atsushi.
Oh.
Oh.
Wow,
Oh.
wow.
Okay.
Hey, I told you this a while ago. You said it works.
No, I do think it works. Like, I almost forgot about it. I'm just laughing because, like, you know, I love Denji, man.
Oh,
Yeah.
of course you do. I know. You suck his dick. I know.
Hey, you wouldn't let me.
Wait, wait,
Okay, moving on. Moving on.
disturbing thought. Is his dick also a chainsaw?
Okay, moving on. Let's move on. Moving on, please. Nicholas, please go on before I kick you. Oh my god, please don't tell me he broke.
He kind of did.
You're an idiot.
Probably broke himself.
Yeah, what an idiot. What an idiot.
Yeah, two orphans left out on the streets with weird ass powers will
No
eventually
shit.
join a weird ass organization
Holy shit, that's true.
to fight other weird ass things. Well,
Hmm.
I do think Denji has the combat experience edge, considering he's been doing this since he was 5 unofficially.
I think
Something
it was
like
10.
that, yeah.
It was 10.
Right, started at 10. If that was before the Chainsaw Man powers. I think Atsushi has the speed, the I want to say intelligence.
I mean, it's not saying much.
He
Denji's a
definitely
dipshit.
has more intelligence. I mean, because
Yeah, and I
nothing.
want to say a better healing factor.
It could be debatable. It can be debatable between these two which one has the faster one. I mean, because Denji needs blood, but that could technically come in that. But also Atsushi's is good, but it takes a good while to heal.
Actually, on that note, in the healing factor, like Denji's gotten kind of a boost in the second part of Chainsaw Man. Like he's been outright decapitated, and his response was to just grab his chainsaw head and put it immediately back on, and nothing's wrong.
Oh my gosh, what a lot of bullshit.
It was the same thing with Deadpool. Deadpool did that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like as long as his chains are somewhat connected to his body, he's pretty much fine.
Oh wow, that's bullshit.
Okay. Yeah, but then we have this whole thing that Atsushi is invulnerable while in Were-Tiger mode. Like we've seen bullets.
He can't get back there.
Yeah, we've seen bullets bounce off of him.
Okay.
And so I think I'm not going to deny that it's close, but I think Atsushi wins, but like the tiniest bit.
Plus, we also got to take into account that Atsushi can bond with Rashomon for a bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Although outside help.
Yeah, well, Death Battle has like curved that in their recent fights.
Although it does, also on that note, and this is minor spoilers, it does depend on if they'd allow Denji to go into that super mode that he kind of has and how you want to interpret that shit.
Yeah, it's true.
What a little bullshit. Okay.
But I still think this is a crazy fun fight.
What's the animation?
Oh, 2D.
Nice. Okay.
With
definitely.
some hand-drawn moments for when they transform.
That would be cool. Like I can imagine Denji stabs Atsushi, then he opens his eye and you just see the Were-Tiger. Like, oh shit. Okay, definitely interesting. Okay.
That's another thing. It's a literal cat. It's a cat lover versus a dog lover fight.
Hey, I thought of a joke for this one.
No.
No, I want to hear it.
I never skinned a pussy before.
What?
He never skinned a pussy before. Trey, you disappoint me. Anyways, moving on to my episode 13. Now, remember when I said I had 2 gag fights?
But
yeah, this is it.
There it is. There it is.
Look, I'm sorry. Look, I'm sorry. It's just I don't know why I want this. I just want 2 idiots fighting each other. Like they're both so very strong. Both are dumb as nails, but can be smart at times, and both have broken the 4th wall. Although, if we're going by SpongeBob logic, maybe Patrick wins. But I remember I showed Nicholas an animation. Someone drew like a fan-made animation of them fighting. Like Patrick gets knocked into a wall, and then next to it's like Patrick is like doing that smooshy thing, like it's dark. It's just, I'm like, oh my god, I need this. Obviously, it's 2D, and I think Patrick would win, but it would definitely be a very, very fun fight for me.
No, I know exactly how this fight starts. Patrick wakes up and he's inside Ed's shoe, which makes him angry. And then the W is the Wumbo.
I think also I think Ed has a chance. I mean, in SpongeBob, I haven't really seen Patrick's strength except like he has like lifted his rock house. That was but Ed has done that multiple times. He actually lifted a house in like a flashback episode and dropped it on Double D's head
as a baby. I love that. That's just, oh my god! we need more cartoon Death Battles.
I also think Ed has launched stuff into orbit.
That is true.
Oh yeah, he has.
And remember, he's broken the 4th wall too. Remember that
many times.
Remember that portal he accidentally made, and Eddie fell in it. Eddie. Eddie.
Okay, my turn. Oh, look at me.
Didn't Ed also break the sky?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did.
So yeah, it'd be a fun match. So
I think so.
Thank you for laughing. All right, now I'm moving on to Brandon's, and this is actually, I believe, a replacement fight for one of his entries. And I'll be
It
honest,
was.
man, this is a very
I
interesting.
thought about this back when we did Anime Heroes way back when. I made this idea, and I thought, you know what, this fucking works.
So here it is: Yuta Kiba versus Arthur Boyle.
Ooh, another battle of the blades.
Oh yeah, easily Battle of the Blades. A guy who has like holy devil blades, and a guy who's literally using a freaking cross lightsaber.
Because guys, you got to remember, swords go. I know.
Exactly. But it really comes down to like how would this, like, people was like, how would this even work? Like, cause like you have one that's like holy and devil magic against plasma, like heated plasma. Like, how's that gonna work with some of this? But you gotta admit though, both these swords can connect with certain magical beings. I mean, Arthur is using it to hunt infernal monsters and demons. And we even have like Kiba is fighting angels and devils. So like they can clash on each other all day long. But it really comes down like who has like a better arsenal. Cause
What is it, Trey?
Come on. You saw me in our group chat, our Discord chat. We both know Arthur's bullshit, but I'll get to that later.
but yeah, like it all, I mean, because we know about Kiba's sword birth like ability. He can literally conjure up magic swords from nothing and use them like no tomorrow. Like the guy has an infinite amount of blades, whereas Arthur has the one. But we're not gonna excuse the fact that a lot of Arthur's feats are fucking bullshit. Okay,
That's putting it mildly too. Everything
Okay.
in Fire Force is bullshit.
Yes.
Okay, expanding on his arsenal a bit, he technically also does have a ring that lets him somehow breathe into the vacuum of space and makes him the Space Knight King, which amps up his shit to a.
Wait, what?
Okay, can we just move on,
Wait,
please?
so. Oh no! Wait, I figured it out. He's not. He's Don Quixote. His power is his imagination. If he believes it, it's real.
Exactly.
Ooh, Brandon, please go on.
But yeah, like this one, like they're masters of their blades in their own respective series. One more than another in some certain ways, but in all, I like this one. I'm not too sure, but I feel like I was leaning a little bit towards Kiba because it kind of makes more sense, and like especially his powers are like fused with both holy and devil magic when he actually unsheathes Excalibur, like the most powerful of all the holy swords in that universe. So eat with your own, and for animation style, you can stay 2D. That's totally fine.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, please, I hope you Kiba tells Arthur that that's not a steed. Oh. And his sword just goes down, and that's how he dies. That'd be funny. But anyways, moving on, Nady Boy. Now again, I'm hoping this is the death battle I was thinking about, but if it's not, that's fine. Nate, here's your battle for episode 13. Alice of Asmodeus versus Benimaru.
Battle of the Fires.
Devil Fire,
Oh,
yes.
Oh man.
Okay,
Wait.
because we have a few fire battles before, but looking into like these aspects for the isekais, I'm like, you know what? I definitely want to see it. Because both of them have a lot of similarities. They're both loyal to the main character, they're both considered powerhouses. Yeah, it pretty much speaks for itself, because fire go brrr. But I think as for like the outcome, this will be very interesting because in terms of versatility, Benimaru does have the advantage because we all know Slime. It managed to pull off a lot of BS stuff.
Yes.
But then again, we also had to consider with Asmodeus and his new ability when he got his new flames. Because, Brandon, as someone who's read the manga, you saw how ridiculous his new upgrade is that Asmodeus has, right?
It is an upgrade, but it's technically it's a family power. It's
Yeah.
past.
It's from his
it's that
bloodline.
Oh, it's that
So-
bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
Wonderful.
Because, yeah, I'll just go ahead and say he does inherit the blue flames, and what does it do? He can absorb fire. Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's actually That's gonna be hard for Benny Maru.
Yeah, that's going to be very hard for Benny Morrow. But then again, even though Asmodeus is powerful, there's only so much fire he can take. So it also comes into factor. Can Benny Morrow make Asmodeus burn out?
But that's the
And-
thing, though. Benny Maru has better hand-to-hand combat.
Yeah, he does. 'Cause
He
even
is
though-
swole.
yeah, he does. And even though Asmodeus is strong and he can use that wicked phase he has to maybe throw him off guard, I would say the winner definitely goes to Benny Morrow for this one.
Definitely.
There's also no contest for me on this one.
Yeah,
Same.
there's no contest. But yeah, I definitely want to see this in 2D, hand drawn when they go into like their dark forms too. I want to see hand drawn.
The only shame about this is that if he was alive, I'm pretty sure Death Metal would have asked Billy to voice Alice.
Yeah, that would be
He
pretty
probably
sad.
would have.
Yeah, that would have been great. But hey,
Still a good fight.
still carrying out the legacy for him.
It's still good. I like this death battle. A little random, but I like it. All right,
Mhm.
now Trey, are you there? Because it's your fight. And this one, though, again, it's another weird one. But I'll let Trey explain. It is Geralt of Rivia versus Alexander Anderson.
Monster Hunters, huh?
Ah.
Yeah, I kind of get that Monster Hunters, but it's kind of one-sided.
A little bit, because like
Trey?
Geralt
Doesn't
is
Geralt have like
technically a
decades
mutant.
of
Trey? Trey?
My bad. Sorry, I was muted. I'm still here. Yeah, I was saying it's definitely one-sided in Anderson's favor.
And get out of
Really?
here!
He fights Alucard on a regular fucking basis. I'm not gonna fucking deny that shit.
Yeah, but Geralt's got like decades of combat experience, across a wider range, whereas Anderson is just a guy with knives.
He's a guy with knives that is also superhuman with a healing factor.
So
He's
is
not,
Geralt.
he's not
What's your
wrong on
point?
that, but like Geralt has faced similar beings like that in The Witcher.
True, but here's the thing. What would happen if Alexander Anderson decides to stab himself with Jesus' nut? Jesus' little thorn.
Then it becomes a monster, and Geralt has plenty of experience beating those.
You think Geralt could beat Anderson in that state that nearly killed Alucard?
Considering we've seen him take on crazier shit, yes.
I think it could open to interpretation, but it's kind of an interesting matchup, and like probably can go either way.
Personally, I just think that they match up thematically as well because they're both monster hunters that were forced into becoming superhuman. Well, Anderson, I think, volunteered.
He did. He absolutely volunteered.
Yeah, so there's the contrast. And another contrast is the fact that Geralt doesn't really put much stock into the deities and myths and shit. You know, he's a man of the Lord, too, in his own way. But as for the actual fight itself, 2D animation, ironically enough, even though I wanted to be 3D animation, I gotta respect housing in that regard as well. So
That's fair. That's fair. Yeah, I still say Geralt wins, but that's open to interpretation. Sorry.
it depends on if you think his signs can overpower Anderson's physicality. I personally don't think so, but apparently I'm in the minority on that one, but which is all right.
Don't worry, Trey. I don't know
Here's what
because
it
I don't
is.
play Witcher. Anyways, now
Get
my
on
next
Man,
watch anime, Trey. Anyways,
Damn.
Nicholas, your episode 13. It is the final Halloween special, and honestly, I'm not surprised. We need horror villains to fight. Freddy Krueger versus Pennywise the Dancing Clown.
Oh, master of imagination.
No,
Oh.
Nate, no. It's the Masters of Fear.
I mean,
because that's
imagination.
Then we're Scarecrow.
Fear is what gives these. Fear is
Okay,
what
well,
gives
I
these
think-
guys their power. Okay.
I
That's-
just had to throw in that joke in there.
Yeah.
I personally think Freddy can take this. He just needs to shapeshift into a turtle, and he's good.
Well, not only that, then Trey. Not only that, but in official source materials, it is stated that Freddy cannot die so long as the concept of fear exists.
Yeah.
Oh, that's some bullshit.
Yeah.
Trey, you simp Fire Force. Why are you surprised by this?
And also, Chainsaw Man, you simp for Denchis, and yet this is what surprises you? Wow.
Who put this anime bullshit in my horror movie?
Well, you know what? Trey, you know what? It makes as much sense as a way to bring him back than anything else that was in the movies.
I know.
They brought him back with fire dog piss.
Okay, moving on.
I mean, yes, it is, and this is probably the last big horror fight that is left to do conventionally.
Yeah.
And, I mean, God, I know some crazy people want to say this is live action. No, dude, no. It's not possible.
No,
3D?
you can't.
3D, on the other hand.
There you
Look at Fred Michael versus Jason.
Yeah. But, I mean, just the shape-shifting aspect alone is going to be fun.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
And,
I think live action could work in one way though.
What?
How?
If they hired Sam Raimi to do it.
Oh my God. They don't have the budget, Trey. They don't have the budget.
They don't have the budget for that amount of blood.
They're low budget.
Anyways,
Never mind.
continue, Nicholas.
And as I was saying, 3D with Robert Englund and Bill Skarsgård voicing them, that would be a dream.
It
It
would
would be a
be.
dream, but a lot of money.
As unlikely as it is, I would admit that.
And yeah, Freddy wins.
Oh yeah, Freddy absolutely wins.
Easily. But there's one thing I want to see in that death battle.
Oh my God, please don't say it.
I definitely want to hear Freddy say, "Power gloves, bitches."
Okay, good. I thought you were going to talk about Pennywise dancing, because that scene.
No. I want to do like an old school reference.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
that scene became a meme after that.
Yeah. Anyways, but yeah, definitely this is what I would like, even though I'm not a horror fan. So definitely I give a thumbs up for that. Now, my episode 14. I'm gonna be honest, guys. This one was hard because I wanted to get one character from the series, but then I thought, if Mega Man can have it, why can't this series have it? Persona. A Persona Battle Royale.
Persona main character.
Yep.
So we decided to just say fuck continuity right now. All over.
Yes. Fuck all that.
Pretty much.
Okay, just imagine this. Imagine Igor in the Velvet Room decides he wants to find out who's the best wild card. So he summons all the protagonists of every Persona game. Yes, even the female MC from Portable.
Yeah.
Which is basically the same thing as the male.
Yeah, but it would be insane to see this. I mean, I think an interesting rule for this, instead of just using their main persona, they can use any persona they've already obtained. So imagine them using Jack Frost, Liba, freaking like Lucifer. Just it's insane. Like it would be a clusterfuck, but I would love that. You know, and honestly, I don't know who would win because all of them have fought gods and shit. So it's like, who could win? And honestly, my money's either on Joker, Makoto Yuki, or maybe Yu Narukami, like, because those are like the most iconic ones I know. I don't know, like
it would be a toss up between definitely you and Joker, because those two are they're well known, but also it's just the fact that they were able to harness their personas quite easily, and also they're consistent.
Mm-hmm.
that is
I
true.
might disagree with you on that. One, Brandon. I think Persona 3 protagonist edges out slightly in terms of sheer raw power, especially with Thanatos, and the fact that I believe Lore-Rise, his final boss, was somewhat of an actual deity, whereas the final bosses you and Joker face were more so the abstract concept, while not actually being the deities themselves.
That is true. And also, let's not forget Makoto actually negated death during his fight in the game. Sorry, I'm not a spoiler, but like he actually stood up to death. It's like Wow, it's crazy. So
That's some balls right there.
honestly, I want to see this. Like, this would be an awesome death battle. Honestly, might even be better than the one with Mega Man. Who knows? It would be so insane.
Yeah, but there's one reason they're not going to do it. This would probably be an hour-long episode because of all the shit they got to go through.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Oh
Holy hell.
boy.
Hey, let's talk about the time we fought Hitler.
What the fuck? Okay, moving on.
That's a Persona reference. That happened in Persona, I think, 1.
Okay, let's move on.
Oh, one or
Brandon,
two.
episode 14. This one is also a very unique one because it's not it's not the main continuity heroes we know. It's their darker sides. Spider Carnage versus the Batman Who Laughs.
Yep.
Yes!
Basically, two polar opposites of two very famous comic book heroes. You
No,
got
no,
Brandon, question.
Yes.
Are we keeping the Batman Who Laughs as just the Batman Who Laughed, or...
Great shot.
I'm just keeping it as like basically the storyline before they go crazy with death metal, man.
Okay, good.
Yeah, because if you guys don't know Batman
Go
death
on,
metal
man,
and
go
all
on.
that, it goes fucking out of concept, man. Just don't worry about it.
Ah.
I will not.
So yeah, but we know Spider Carnage, a clone of Peter Parker in an alternate timeline, fused with the Carnage symbiote, who wants to erase all of reality. And it's honestly the same thing with the Batman Who Laughs. Batman, who was basically just mentally broken with the Joker, and actually snaps the Joker's neck and infects him with the Joker toxin. And the ironic thing, he takes it in, he embraces it, and now he's now he has the raw tenacity and the intelligence of Batman, and the craziness and basically being unexpected as the Joker mixed into one.
That is scary.
So like these two have like very similar ideas for ruining the other multiverses. The edge I would actually give to the Batman Who Laughs is because he did it to multiple multiverses, like collapsing in on themselves, killing multiple versions of Bruce Wayne over and over and over again until he got to the main timeline to say, like, the only way to beat me is to be me.
Okay, that's
One
fucking
factor
retarded.
I would
Yeah,
one factor I would absolutely consider, Brandon, is the fact that a lot. I'm not trying to discredit the Batman Who Laughs, but let's keep in mind that a lot of his victories over other universes and their respective Justice Leagues is due to the fact that he has experience fighting the Justice League. He has no experience facing Spider Carnage.
because of Batman's fail safes against the Justice League.
Right. So Spider Carnage, like, I do agree that the Batman Who Laughs can still pull out a win, but Spider Carnage being an outside context problem does kind of throw a wrench into that.
It
Yeah,
does
it's a lot
throw
harder.
it does throw a wrench to that, because Spider Carnage, we don't really know his main feats. Like I think he's made a few other appearances in the comics, but they're so, like, his plans and his, like, motivations are so different and so just unexpectedly, it could fool and even unexpected of the Batman Who Laughs. So, like, easily this one, put it in 3D. Put it in 3D.
Oh,
This would be great.
I mean, just the scene of them going crazy and laughing.
Exactly. I'll share with you guys, like, a scene from the Batman Who Laughs comic book on how, like, crazy the Batman Who Laughs can be. So, but yeah, this one, like, I'm a little biased because I read this comic and I learned him more than I understood about Spider Carnage. But I think these two can, like, if I want to go for a Halloween special, this one is it. This is it.
Honestly, I kind of agree. I would like this because it's different from Batman vs. Spider-Man. Okay, it's different. I like it. Okay, now let's move on to Nathaniel's. Now, Nate, explain this one. Gilgamesh versus
Wait, what?
Sinbad. Yep.
No, no. This actually works on a lot of levels.
Sorry, again, I forgot the order of how I put Nate's slides, but yes, this is Sinbad versus Gilgamesh.
Yeah, Battle of the Pretty Powerful Kings, if I have to put it mildly. Because, yeah, we have Gilgamesh, the king of heroes. And then we had Sinbad, like the king of the seven seas. And both of them, yeah, no being around the bush, both of them had the ego and they got the skills to back it up.
Oh, yeah.
Gilgamesh with his, like, noble phantasm, and Sinbad's with his the genes. If people have, like, read the manga for Magi, oh yeah, this will be like a perfect matchup.
Yeah, he's busted.
Yeah.
Although, is he busted enough to beat Gilgamesh?
He literally becomes a god.
Yep.
It's true.
Oh.
Yeah, so it also really depends on, like, the continuity. Like, if it stays anime-wise, yeah, I would give it to Gilgamesh, because his noble phantasms, he could pull off any weapon, even weapons of other heroes from different timelines. He could do that. But if we're taking to the manga into consideration, then I would give it to Sinbad. As what we keep see from him from the final arc, even though that final arc may be BS sometimes, we actually see the full extent of his abilities.
Damn, that's why he's my best boy.
That's why he's like the most popular character from Sinbad, from Magi.
From Magi. Jinx, you always said it.
Yeah, not much else to add, except I really, really want to see this in 2D, especially the hand-drawn form when they go, like, unleash their ultimate weapons with the ultimate noble phantasm and his final Dijin. I would want that.
Damn. Can we get a season 2 for Sinbad, please? I want a season 2. All right. Now let's move on with Trey. Episode 14. Now this one, it kind of works, honestly. I kind of like it. It is Albert Wesker versus Green Goblin.
Oh my god.
Goblin wins.
Most likely, yes. But ironically enough, this came to me randomly. Like, I was like, I want to do a Green Goblin one, but who would work? And I'm like, what about Wesker? And the more I thought about it, I'm like, okay, actually, this makes somewhat kind of sense. While there's not as many thematic connections as I would like, there's enough to work with it. Both are pretty much sociopathic, narcissistic fathers who betray everyone they know and love for the sake of their own selfish goals through their own scientific experimentation. So, like, there's a solid foundation there. As for animation-wise, it'd be 3D. Like, it'd just be straight 3D, in my opinion.
Damn. But, like, who would win, in your opinion?
I would say Goblin, because, like, don't get me wrong, Wesker is busted by Resident Evil standards. Green Goblin regularly goes toe-to-toe with Spider-Man and sometimes comes out on top. And that's just him and his, like, with his normal gear and abilities. Don't get me wrong, Wesker's, like, whole mutated forms, that would be trouble. But I feel like Goblin, with his technology, like his pumpkin bombs and the glider, that would give him the edge. And if we really want to really be bullshit, we could literally give him the Carnage symbiote like he had in the comics.
Red Goblin, yeah.
Let's also not forget, Goblin just got way more experience than Wesker.
That is true.
He can outsmart other psychos, too.
Yeah, true.
Like, he literally became head of S.H.I.E.L.D. and president of the United States. Him, the Green Goblin. Everyone knew he was the Green Goblin. And somehow he still won, became president, and convinced the United States that it was a good idea to go to war with Asgard. This motherfucker is just somehow that charismatic.
And smart.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why he's the lead. He's the leader of the Sinister Six in multiple comics.
Yeah. Okay. Wow. All right. You know what? I agree. I definitely want to see this because I just don't like Wesker. He needs to die. All right.
Slowly.
Nick. All right, Nicholas, you're gonna have to borrow Death Battle from Trey, okay? Because the next one is Geralt of Rivia versus Trevor Belmont.
Ooh.
Video game Monster Hunters, yes. Yeah, I know Trevor Belmont is from an animated series, but let's be real. He's from a video game series. You know what I know.
Yes.
Now, it's pretty much what it says on the tin. Monster Hunters of great fame. It's pretty much writes itself. Oh, I want to see this in 3D because I would love the idea of them going to fight the same monster for a bounty, and they're like, "Hey, this is my paycheck. Fuck
What are
off!
you-
I need beer
Fuck off.
money."
I need that for my booze. Fuck
Exactly.
your booze.
Fight.
Fine. Yeah, I suppose we're gonna fucking do this now.
All right.
Oh wow, you guys are great.
I want this is seriously the fun writes itself, but I mean Geralt just wins this. Is it a kind of one-sided? Yes, but
I mean,
sometimes
we can't just knock Trevor's feats as well. It's he went toe to toe with fucking Dracula.
and death. Don't forget death.
Yeah, so
like,
it will be a close one.
It'll be a close
Yeah.
call. Like Trevor does have the experience, but yeah, like just
Not as
Geralt
much.
has more like art. He has a bigger arsenal and like tools at his disposal.
Way more than
Geralt also has more experience technically. Like, hasn't he been alive for like around a century at this point?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, this is coming from the guy that thinks Anderson wins.
Wow. Anyways, anything else, Nicholas?
Not really, but if this ever gets made, I want to see Trevor use this whip to take something out of Geralt's hand. That's all I want.
That would be sick.
That would be a Trevor move.
It's like, fuck.
No. The move is fuck you. Yeah, eat shit and die.
Wow. Goodness.
You reverse the scene from when he met Alucard.
I would love that.
It's true.
Wow.
That'd be
Wow. Watch your mouth. Anyways, all right. Now, second to last death battle for us.
The penultimates.
Yeah, the penultimates. Hey, Nate, remember when I told you weren't the only one with a double battle?
Oh.
Okay, this one is very interesting. Okay, let me try to explain. It is Basara and Mio versus Rias and Issei.
Okay, no, I absolutely get it. I
It
get
speaks
it.
for itself.
Look,
Yeah.
okay, look. I wanted an Issei versus Tatsumi death battle, but then I realized, oh yeah, maybe Tatsumi does win, and I don't like Tatsumi. He sucks ass. So I went with next one.
Tatsumi does not win.
No, but then I thought, okay, what about Basara? And then I thought, wait. Let's go a step further and bring in their redheads, because I would love to see this. Like, Basara and Issei just going at it, like, close range, whereas Mio and Rias just attack from a distance. Like, dude, the fucking action would be insane. Although, I think, doesn't Basara's sword hurt devils and such? Or... No.
It's not designed for that.
It technically hurts like them on a spiritual and like siphons their powers. And it technically absorbs it, and that's what they told me in the script. But it's also like just the fact that he has like the
training,
the power and the training, but also like the hidden ability of like basically a war god in him.
Okay.
But hasn't Issei dealt with that kind of shit before, though? At this point,
I mean, he has. Fought,
he technically has, yeah.
Yeah,
because the author comes up with bullshit stuff in DxD regardless.
Yeah, but
but his arsenal is more intended for women.
Yes,
that is true, which could kind of affect Mio. So Basara is definitely gonna have to protect her. In the definitely animation wise, I would either go 2D with hand drawn or maybe 3D. Just really depends on how much fan service we get from this fight.
I mean, dude, the transformations of Issei and Basara alone could be some cool ideas.
It would be cool. Although in the end, what, Trey?
I was gonna say, like, I know no rules against outside help, but from what I heard in the light novels, like Rias has kind of this transformation that she does by fusing with Gasper.
Yeah, so it's true. That's actually true.
If in that case, wouldn't Basara be able to bring in his harem as well because of the slave contract?
Do we want to go that route? Like,
let's go with
I think that would actually be pretty.
At this point, wouldn't
pretty cool actually?
At this point, wouldn't it be easier to just make this fight Issei's harem versus Basara's harem?
Yeah, but I just want this fight.
Honestly, why not? Yeah, that actually sounds a lot better.
Yeah,
remember
what?
Battle when I said the true harm kings.
Okay, go Nicholas before Trey.
No, Trey was right. He said this is a battle for the true harem king.
That is true, but for now, let's focus on this. I definitely want to give it to Basara and Mio, definitely because of their bond and also because of how OP Bosser is. Like, Issei is strong, but he's died. Let's be real.
He's died multiple times.
So, kind of shows his weakness. Plus, Rias is strong too, but I think there is a limit compared to how strong Mio is. So, that's definitely a very funny, risque death battle I want. Okay?
So remember what I said about this being like the perfect series to go up against each other repeatedly?
Yeah.
Yes.
I did not think of the doubles match. That opens a whole new world of possibilities.
You're welcome, Bell.
Alrighty.
It's just like Aito and Euless versus Iki and Stella.
We started one trend, and then...
Instead of one-on-one, let's make this a menage a trois.
The fuck? Okay, let's move on. I don't know what the fuck that means, but all right.
Brandon. It means 3-on-3.
Oh, okay, that works. All right, Brandon, your next death battle is actually very interesting because it brings back a fighter from Death Battle.
Mm-hmm.
It is Ragna versus Velvet.
Ooh.
Yeah, two characters that basically lost their childhoods and lost a piece of them, literally. And because technically it kind of goes with their arsenal. Like, you have Ragna's hand is basically a part of the Black Beast, and you have Velvet's with the Demon of Gluttony hand. So it kind of goes around full circle when you think about that. Yes, I know, like, timelines and everything can go into play, but it's definitely a lot of bullshit in Ragna's case. I mean, Blaze Blue, it makes my head hurt at times. But it comes down basically to the fact that these two have like a vengeful story. They want to get revenge. They want to get payback. More so with Velvet's case because it's more personal. Not sure. I mean, I know why Ragna's getting it, but it's like it kind of just feels like he's just being that stereotypical bad boy anime kind of guy.
Yep.
Who still walks into a city when everybody knows his face on a wanted poster. You fucking idiot!
Like, it's just like, I don't give a fuck.
Clearly you don't. That's why you have bounty posters on you everywhere, but you don't give a shit. But yeah, like, I think probably in like terms of abilities, Ragna does have that edge, but I think Velvet can actually sometimes match that because she did train with the Black Beast arm in prison, and for like over.
Yeah, it was about like 6 months or like or a year.
She definitely has that.
Velvet has more versatility.
Yeah, she definitely has that like determination and versatility, and plus this is basically like this can easily be like basically a 2D battle like they did Ragna versus that other guy.
Soul Bad Guy, yeah, which was bullshit.
Yeah. Like, in terms of a winner,
it could go either way.
It could go either way, but probably because I'm biased, I would probably say Velvet Crow because she has actually faced enemies as powerful as Ragna and even towards like half deities.
Mm-hmm.
And she did calm the world dragon of the world in Berseria.
Yeah, like it could also go either way, considering that Ragna did literally went up against Susanoo, who is also a god. So
yeah,
that's true.
So
okay.
It really could go either way, but this would be a fight I would want. It actually makes a lot more sense than just who's a better anime fighter bad boy death battle.
Yeah, like the deciding factor, how many belts they had. Like, what the fuck does that matter?
Yeah,
they were dumb back then.
They're still kind of
funny
dumb.
Though. I'll give it credit. It was funny, but it's just that fight could have been better.
All right, now let's move on to Nathaniel's, and this is the fight that I'm a little curious to hear, Nate, because it is against two psychic fighters in video games. Kasane Reno versus Mewtwo. I know.
Okay, if people may not know, and people that played Scarlet Nexus know this. Yeah, psychic power users that are technically clones of the original.
Yeah, this actually does work.
Exactly, and it makes a lot more sense than Mewtwo versus Shadow. I'll say that.
Oh my god! Don't remind me of that.
I know. But yeah, As I said, they're both second users that are technically clones and technically maybe more powerful by a bit. And as for like the animation, this one's gonna be 3D. I mean, I would say 2D, but I think 3D honestly works out pretty well, especially with the Scarlet Nexus like animation style. It's that
Oh
pretty.
yeah, that's definitely good.
In terms of in terms of versatility, yeah, Mewtwo definitely has the advantage considering the amount of movesets it can use, and especially with its Mega Evolution and Shadow Form that it can learn in Pokken Tournament.
Oh man.
Yeah.
But then again, Kasane did went up against like powerful beings that could also rival what Mewtwo has gone up against.
That's true.
And it can also really comes into the factors like, can her Nexus Drive outlast the Mega Evolution? Yeah, this could go either way depending on how long they can last in terms of like the psychic powers and how long their mentality will be in place. But this will be a really kick-ass psychic fight I would love to see.
Okay. They definitely. I'm more for Mewtwo because Mewtwo had to cast more versatility with his powers.
Yeah.
But
He also has
definitely-
a lot more experience for like how many times we've seen
For a
him.
long time, even longer than Kasane. But either way, I would love to see this one.
Yeah.
Plus, he has
can't-
better stats than God.
Wait. Oh, Arceus. Sorry. Okay. we got
Moving on.
All right, Trey, this fight I'm actually very curious about because it's against two very smart staff wielders in comics. They're both also pretty big nerds. Tim Drake versus Donatello.
Oh.
Now, at first, like it just came random. Like with Green Goblin, I was like, okay, let's do Tim Drake. I want to do Tim Drake. Nobody's ever done a Tim Drake death battle before. What can we do with him? And I'm like, fucking Donatello. He is right there. He works. And in regards to who's smarter, that's a big toss-up in my honest opinion. Because on the one hand, Donatello has made some pretty ridiculous stuff, especially considering he only has access to like sewer and makeshift old technology and shit that he can get from the suburbs, streets of New York. But Tim, he's pretty much said to be so smart that if Batman didn't exist, he'd be the world's greatest detective. And he has, in his own way, made multiple contingencies for several other heroes in his own right. Hell, in the future, when he became Batman, he was so lethal and effective that when the Bat family tried to stop him from killing Batwoman, he took them all out in like seconds with just like normal ass multi-gun type shit. It was insane. But as they are, I'm not going to deny it, even though I think Tim Drake is technically more skilled with his training. Donatello, he's embraced the ninja lifestyle much more than Tim has. For Tim, being Robin is a service. It's like it's a part of his life, but it's not his life. Donatello, since he was a baby turtle, he was raised by Splinter in ninjutsu. So while you can say Tim Drake technically may know more varied styles under Batman, Donatello's been doing this shit a lot longer. And while he may not be Leonardo or Raph, he's no less competent in his own right if you really want to get down to it. So
yeah, he gets serious if he needs to.
Yeah, and plus, you could make an argument that Tim Drake's gadgets may turn the tide, but I bet solely on Donatello figuring things out more before that happened.
You're also forgetting you got Tim's greatest feat. He figured out who Batman was on his own.
Oh yeah, that did happen.
Yeah, so did Dick Grayson.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true shit. Okay, never mind. Anything else, Trey?
No, that's about it. Oh, also, side note, Tim Drake beat Damian Wayne. Fuck you, fight me.
Yes, he did. He did.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah.
Love
Yeah,
it.
he did.
Yeah,
Tim's best boy. He's not best Robin. That's Dick Grayson, but yeah, he's best. He's awesome. All right, now for Nicholas. This one, oh boy, here we go. I hope you're ready for this, Nicholas. All right, because it's kind of wild. Melina versus X-23.
Oh yeah, you mentioned this on
Yeah, from your top 10.
Yes. Now, I never understood Melina versus Jury. I mean, I get it. They're fighting game rivals, blah, blah, blah. it just didn't really click with me. This clicks with me because it just works on so many levels. And it's the best part about it is their powers and their abilities are so different. You cannot have fun with this fight.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Melina tries teleporting. Laura sniffs her out. It's like some of this combat just writes itself. Now, I do think simply because of her healing factor, 23 wins.
She does have that edge, yes.
Also because of her unbreakable claws, too. Don't forget.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's just her claws. It's not her whole body.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So it's not impossible that Melina can win. It's just very unlikely.
It is.
Well,
I mean,
because
like Melina will have a bit more experience because she's been doing it longer. But like, I think no, actually, scratch that. Actually,
Yeah,
Laura has more experience.
Yeah, I think they're both even in like experience. Never mind, actually.
Yeah, more or less.
Laura's definitely got the edge, though, especially with the fact that not only does she have a healing factor, but she knows how to fight healing factors. Like, I believe one of her first fights with Wolverine involved her literally shoving dirt into his wounds to try to keep him from healing, which surprisingly worked.
Oh yeah,
pocket dirt.
No, that makes sense. He's healing, but you can't heal something that's not part of your wound.
Yeah.
Pocket dirt.
Okay, first of all,
do that.
pocket sand.
Pocket sand.
Pocket sand. Pocket sand.
Well, yeah, I
Pocket
think
sand.
this would be an amazing 3D fight.
Yeah,
would be.
That would be fun.
The amount of blood spilled might actually rival Saberwolf versus John.
Yeah.
Like I feel like Melina should definitely bite Laura's neck, and when she jumps back, Laura's like, "You're a monster."
No. She bites it. Melina jumps back. She looks at it like, was that a bug bite?
Yeah.
Just to piss her off because it's already healed.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's a very simple fight. Sometimes they're the best ones.
That's true. It could definitely be better than fucking what was it? Cammy versus Sonya Blade. That one was trash. I'll be honest. That one's kind of boring.
I forgot about that one.
I know, right? All right, now, are you boys ready for the season freaking finale? Now, I'm gonna be real. It was hard to find a good season finale. Like thinking, what is a great way to end this?
Well. To be fair, Death Battle also stole mine.
That is true. So you had to improvise. Mine, though, okay, just hear me out. Instead of having a superhero versus superhero, how about superhero team versus superhero team? And the most iconic ones, the Justice League versus the Avengers.
Oh,
let's go fucking ham. Okay, why the fuck not? Okay, look, we already had matchups like Aquaman versus Namor, Batman versus fucking half the Avengers, Wonder Woman versus Thor, like all that. Why not take all that, put it together? What do you get?
The ultimate
Awesome.
crossover.
The ultimate crossover, yes. Just it would be so insane for them to try to explain each feat, and then when the fight starts, it would be a fucking massacre. Like holy shit! I don't even know who would win. I'm little leaning towards the Justice League simply because they fight more godly beings, but the Avengers have done crazier shit. Like god damn, like it would be one of the.
It's also harder
best.
to kill Superman, even if he's the last one standing.
It
That is
really
true.
depends on the roster. It depends so much on the roster.
Oh yeah, shit. Because man, if they did oh my god. See, there's so many possibilities for this fight. It would be freaking amazing. Like,
Let's
obviously-
assume we go with the ones in the image. I'm banking on the Justice League because you got Superman and Flash there. You also got Cyborg with his boom tubes, and you got Wonder Woman with her god bullshit. Aquaman and Batman are just there chilling.
Wow, the disrespect, my boys. Okay, but look at the Avengers. They only have a god, a raging baby, a super soldier who cheated life, a billionaire, a spy, and Robin Hood.
So yeah, no, I'm banking on my sideboard, buddy.
You can put 2 and 2 together there.
Yeah, no, but overall, like, this will be such a crazy demo. I mean, hell, we got a tease of that with Scarlet Witch versus Zatanna. Let's be real, we got a tease. So let's just make it happen. I want this. I just want to go crazy. Okay, so that's my season finale. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Now let's go with Brandon's, because spoiler, he has a Marvel fight and it's a returning character.
Actually, it's 2. Because these 2 fucking make sense that I want.
It is, drumroll please, Ghost Rider versus Spawn! Yeah!
This
Hell
needs
yeah,
to be
buddy.
a fucking thing.
Hell, I know this is a stupid joke, but hell yeah, baby. Hell yeah.
There was no fucking way that Kratos was ever gonna beat Spawn.
No way.
It's not gonna happen. And maybe you can people can say, yeah, well, Lobo had a chance. It's fucking Ghost Rider, for fuck's sake. Just basically generals of Hell's army / the Devil's bounty hunters. This writes itself. Making a deal with the devil, getting fucked over for that deal, and now you basically take it upon yourself and say, fuck you to the big man. I'm doing my own thing.
I can just already imagine the banter between them. Like Ghost Rider's like, I've beaten the devil before, while Spawn's like, join the fucking club.
Join the club, skull fucker.
Oh, goodness.
Because, like, oh my gosh, like, because I just love these characters. Their power sets match. It is an even fucking battle. Because Ghost Rider's abilities with the Pen Stare works on the souls that Spawn has collected from the cape. It can work on him, while also Spawn's abilities can rival from off the Ghost Rider's Hellfire powers.
Not to mention the holy powers that Spawn can use sometimes.
Mm-hmm. That is true, because that's the thing, though. When it comes to their things, both these 2 have beaten their masters. Spawn, he beats both the devil and God. Ghost Rider became the king of hell.
Let's not forget Ghost Rider's biggest feat. He used the penance stare on Galactus.
That's, oh my god, this
feel the weight of a billion.
This is a fucking perfect. It's a perfect episode. It's a perfect way to see who is the best Devil's bounty hunter, who is the greatest anti-hero in comics. Because this topic has been talked about for years.
I mean, if Death Battle is able to come back, if it is, this has to be one of its fights. I mean, if they were able to get Galactus versus Unicron, they could do this.
Yeah.
So yeah, like, honestly, I don't know. I really don't know who can actually win this fight.
It will be a tie, most likely.
I don't know.
I mean, because you could probably say maybe Spawn, because he beats both the devil and God, and he rewrote and he remade Earth in his own image. But technically, Ghost Rider in some of the Ultimate comics has kind of did the same thing.
Plus, it also kind of matters of like context. Like, Spawn beat God and Devil of his verse, but how does he stack up to how do God and Devil in that universe stack up to Mephisto in Marvel? Like, the beings that Ghost Rider faces, how do they stack up power-wise?
Wow, that is a huge discussion right there.
Yeah. It is. So that's why for a season finale, I gotta go big. And this is one that's been on my mind for years. And this put it in 3D.
Yo, yes. Fuck 2D, 3D.
That's why this had to be my season finale.
Dude, fucking, you get a 10 out of 10. That was awesome.
A fight between Spawn and the man that should have been called Daredevil.
God damn it, Trey. Anyways, now, Nate, your death battle is actually very interesting because it's a fight between one of the best characters from this series that just ended, to the best character series that's coming with the anime adaptation next month. It is Levi versus Hoshina.
Okay.
Attack on Titan versus Kaiju number 8.
Yeah, literally the best captains of their respective squads.
Sorry.
Because, yeah, there were like a couple of Levi choices, and some of them, okay, some of them, what the fuck? But then, after reading Kaiju number 8, I found Levi's rival. This guy. Because we all know, Levi, he grew up in the slums, but then he realized he has the Ackerman bloodline, and then we had Hoshina, who was from like a very well-respected family, mastering the art of the blades.
In an era where blades don't matter.
Yeah. That alone really speaks for itself, and for people that have read the manga for Kaiju number 8, yeah, it gets insane. Almost as the same as the amount of BS that Levi has pulled against Zeke.
God damn, that was fucking bullshit at times.
It's bullshit, but it's funny at times too.
Like, the man made a Titan scared. Like, wow.
The dude turned into a freaking human Beyblade.
He did.
Beyblade lit it.
Yeah, it can also really come down because both of them can really match up in speed. But if I had to pick a winner, it would have to be with Hoshina. Because no disrespect to Levi, as he was able to keep up with the Beast Titan on multiple occasions, and even survive against the Founding Titan too. But with Hoshina, thanks to the new upgrade he got, he was able to take out a kaiju that was able to match him in speed and power too.
No, Nate, the thing is, that kaiju was made specifically to counter everything he does. Like, he beat something that was meant to kill him. Like,
yeah.
What the
fuck? Yeah, if you're able to overcome that obstacle, yeah, you're unbeatable. So,
okay, but answer me this. What is Hoshi's best survival feat? Because don't forget, Levi was point blank when a thunder sphere went off in his face.
He got punched through multiple city blocks and shrugged that shit off.
And also, he got cut multiple times by the same kaiju that almost killed him. Like, even to the point where he actually he went beyond his own limit of the suit, because the suits have like a certain limit to how much power they release. Mm-hmm. He went all the way to 90%.
Yeah, Hoshina went past that limit. And that prototype soup, keep in mind, that prototype soup was an inferior version of the kaiju he faced.
I'm just saying, Levi survived that without any armor.
Okay, we get it, Attack on Titan fanboy. Okay, we get it.
I'm just saying, that's a valid point.
Well, yeah, but just saying, Hoshina has the better technology. But yeah, I could see Levi definitely pushing Hoshina. Definitely.
Yeah, it will be a really close call. But I would definitely go with Hoshina on this one. As for the animation, I could go either 2D or 3D, either one.
I think 2D is the best way to capture these two with with their speed.
Maybe, but man, 3D would also be fucking awesome. Although I don't know why, I can imagine Hoshina is like, "Ooh, that was a good sword swing," but you gotta work on your technique, buddy.
But there's one thing I want the fight to start off with. Hoshina accidentally makes a mess and Levi gets on his ass for it. That's how I wanted to start.
That has to happen. That has to happen.
That was a good meal.
Sir, you did not clean this up.
That's fine. I left a tip. Don't worry. We don't leave messes.
All right.
Oh?
The only tip I want is your life.
Oh.
No. It's the only tip you'll see is the one on my blade.
Fellow swordsman.
And nice, clever on the pun, too. You should be a comedian.
Shut up and fight.
Okay, but don't say I didn't warn you.
Aren't you?
Whoo, man. I just got chills right there. Holy shit. All right. Nate, definitely a great season finale. Now let's move on to Trey. Because Trey... he's going to take one of your entries, Brandon, and give a different opponent. It is the vengeful side of Shonen. Scar versus Kurapika.
Red-eyed clansmen who have had their whole clans wiped out and are seeking revenge for it. It speaks for itself on the page.
Oh,
And I
Sorry,
would-
who's the other guy?
Hunter x Hunter.
Kurapika.
Oh,
You
Kurapika.
want to know?
Basically, give a rundown. Kurapika uses Nen. Pretty much imagine Ruby's aura, except much more complicated, and it came first.
Oh, fuck it.
But to give a rundown of his abilities, he uses chains. They all do different things. One of them, divine sport, tells the future. Others seals away powers. Others heals wounds. Kurapika wins. Let's be real. Kurapika wins. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What? So, but like, this is such a bullshit matchup with Scar. It feels so bad.
So
Well, either way,
you
one of
probably
these
say
two-
my matchup is better.
Yeah, your matchup is pretty cool. I like it.
Well,
Look, I'm
either
not
way,
the only
one
one
of
that
these
posted a
series is gonna
one-time
go
matchup.
0-2.
Overall, though, it was mostly for the thematic purposes. They go together pretty well, and it's easy to come up with a reason for them to fight. Like, Scar is a criminal mass murderer, technically, while Kurapika is a bounty hunter, literally. So, like, it speaks for itself right here. Plus,
That is
even
true.
though, like, Kurapika wins and has a pretty big stat advantage, technically speaking, Scar's alchemy would be able to bypass Kurapika's Nen defenses if he ever got his hands on it. So it's not
True.
like it is not impossible for Scar. It's just
Yeah, because let's not forget, he not only has destruction, but he also has creation now. So
Mm-hmm.
definitely interesting. Okay, yeah, I definitely would want. We definitely need more Hunter x Hunter characters because so far they have a 0% losing streak.
And so is Full Metal.
damn it, Killua, and damn it, Edward. Y'all should have came in clutch.
True. All right, now let's finish this video off with Nicholas's, and it's a fucking spoiler. We started with this death battle. Gene versus.
Oh my
Spike.
god, you're right. It's a perfect circle.
I know.
Damn.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I started off as a Spike versus Revy guy, but once I learned about Outlaw Star, I'm like, oh no, this is the best match for both of them. I will die on this hill. It's the best matchup for both of them.
I agree.
Yeah, and Kevin talked a lot about this, but what you didn't talk about is survivability, because Outlaw Stars has a little bit more of a comedic edge to it. It does crazier things for a joke, and those end up being a big factor in stats.
That is
The
true.
one point in the show, Gene is standing point blank in the center of a mountain secret base when a bomb goes off that destroys the entire thing, and he's fine. He is
Wow.
100% fine.
Well,
I
I
don't
mean,
know.
maybe I feel like he could have hit it behind something. I mean, maybe.
No,
he pulled it-
no. He did not hide behind anything.
So he just stood there and took it.
Yes, trust me, he's just stood there and took it.
I feel like he should have
Damn.
been. feel like he should have gone in the refrigerator. That would have been more sense.
Ah.
Get it?
I don't know how many megatons of force that took, but I'm fairly certain not only is it more than anything Spike has survived, it's more than Spike can dish out.
That is true. I mean, Spike has survived explosions, falling off a big, huge ass building, having his eye gouged out, pretty much being stabbed, slashed. Yeah. So,
But I don't think he survived a mountain buster.
well, no, but I'm just letting you know what he did. So,
Right. There's also the fact that Gene has better defenses with a literal light shield.
oh shit. Oh yeah, he did have one. Forgot.
And I feel like, well, yes, Spike is definitely going to have the edge and hand-to-hand and experience. Gene is just too great, unpredictable, too powerful, too damn tough to take out.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair.
No denying it would be a fun fight, though. And if they get the ships in this somehow,
Oh
and
man.
have a better version of what they did with Fox versus Bucky.
Oh my gosh.
That my god. Yeah.
I know that joke was stupid, but it's still funny.
Yes, I know.
This would be an amazing fight and an
It would
amazing
be.
finale.
It would. I mean, again, yeah, it's one-sided, but still, it would definitely be fun. Better than Spike versus Mugen. I've actually seen that. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that one doesn't make any sense.
I know.
I don't
But
get it.
anyways, that was our video. And I will
Woo.
say that was awesome. I really
Yeah,
liked
it
it,
was.
guys. So we have a few videos lined up for the future, but we will not tell you because we want to surprise you, right, Brandon?
Why not?
Okay. Anyway, so thank you for joining us. If you have your own fan death battle season, like 16 episodes, why don't you tell us? I'm curious. Like, bring back whatever fighters you want. We would really love to see that. And if you have any suggestions for future videos, let us know. We will do the best we can.
And for the love of God, do whatever you can to support Death Battle and the people of Rooster Teeth.
Yes, we must unite.
Not the executives, the people who are working there.
Exactly. They deserve it. All right. They're the ones. All right. Rooster Teeth forever. I know that was cringe. I know. So, anyways, Thank you for joining us, guys, and we will have a good night. Okay. Bye.